Hello again, Andy with Handy Andy Handyman. Welcome back. We're over in Roswell today, taking a look at some rotted trim for a customer of ours that we worked on in this house, I think 3 or 4 years ago. And it's so hard to get around, but usually what happens with us is it's a relationship with us. So if you can be patient with us, you'll get us back again. So he started out with a little bit of rot in this fascia board right here. And you can see that the squirrels got at it and started eating, getting inside the house. And so he's got this repair right here, this fascia board, and it's hard to see it, but there's a little bit of rot in that corner of that triangle right there. We call that a dog ear. He's got the same issue on the back of the house over here. And we'll run you back through here. One of the things he has on this house too, he's got gutter helmet. And people always forget that when you put these gutter systems in, I don't care what system you use or what you buy. For my money, I'd never do it. I'd never install a gutter system because you still got to maintain it. And so he's got gutter helmets here that they probably installed, and they threw in free gutters. So you see this edge right here? You've got to clean that every year. If you don't clean it once a year, so you see the streaking over here? It's not working anymore. In heavy rains, the water's coming down over the tops. And so you can see the streaking here too. So it's got to be hand cleaned once a year. On the chimney, when they redid part of this chimney, they used Nichihana trim boards. You can see the landscaping guys kind of got it right here. But because the painters didn't paint the bottom edge or the inside edge, any moisture that gets in there, they'll start to delaminate. So it looks like the weed whacker guys hit these corners right here. You can see this one over here. But they're actually starting to delaminate up here too, where they made this joint. When you use Nichi trim like that, you've got to feather the top edge with a clear caulk and then put it in. You'll never have any issues. You can see where the paint is peeling right here because the water's getting behind it and it's lifted over here. So we actually need to replace from here down these two 12-foot sections and paint them and put them back. If you don't keep cleaning and maintaining your gutter helmet, it's not a big deal, but you have to hand clean. You can't do it from the ground. Got to get up on ladders and hand clean. We do it for our customers every year. And we're one of the few companies that will do it because we do everything. It's just part of what we do. We try to stay with our customers. And so you can see this edge right here. It doesn't look that dirty, but there's two issues with it. This one's clogged a little bit. And so what's happened is the water's been leaking behind it through the seams in the gutter that need to be sealed. So this soffit and fascia board, the soffit's the underside. See that wrinkling in it right there? So if I were to get up on there, I mean, you can see how bad it is. It's been going on for years. This probably was actually started the last time that we came here to work on his house, and we just didn't see it. So, and there's a nice bee's nest right next to it, so the boys will have to spray that. But those are the little repairs that he has right now. You can see the streaking a little bit better probably here in the light. See the streaking across the face of the gutters? See up here on this one? If I can zero in a little bit with this camera. See how dark that edge is all the way across? So in heavy rains, the water's just coming right over the gutter. It's not even going through the gutter anymore. And you can see what happens with these. Even if you got a gutter helmet system in, these sealants in here need to be sealed, resealed once every 5 years. And you can actually see on this gutter the gap from behind. So they did it wrong. See those little screws up under there? That's what's going to leak. I always wonder why people do that stuff because it's kind of like everything else. If you do stuff like that, if you're rowing your dinghy across the lake to go fishing and your kid says, hey, let's cut a hole in the bottom of the boat, it'll be easier to see the fish. You won't do it, right? So why would you put holes in the bottom of your gutter? Because it's going to create work for me, so I should be paying those guys, I guess. But see this edge all the way through? You just have to clean it maybe once a year, every other year, and your gutters will work fine as far as a gutter helmet system. They all get overwhelmed in heavy rains. He doesn't have a lot of trees here, and I guarantee you the roofing guy that did these estate shingles on this roof, probably in the last couple of years, put those things on there. And they don't tell you you gotta maintain them. He didn't even need them. So they tell you it's for free when you do the roof with them, but it's factored into the roof. There's one more repair my guys need to catch for him before it gets expensive. Stitching time saves 9. See this wooden garage door right here? See the joints right here? That needs to be sealed and painted again. As soon as you see black lines like that, get after it, because if you don't, see these doors right here? It's just starting to rot right here. So if we can caulk it up now and repaint it, he'll be in good shape. I'm pretty sure we painted these things a few years ago. I'd have to go back and look. But anyway, we pretty much do everything, my brother and I. We're all over Metro Atlanta. You can catch us online, 770-912-2829. We have lots of video on YouTube under Handy Andy Fixed It. And sometimes you can catch me directly at 770-265-9017. We also need to repaint this vent up here. If I can zoom in on it, see that peeling paint? It's going to start costing them, and that's a custom one. We don't want to have to replace it. So see you at the next house. Bye for now.